Today marks 107 days since the Students for Palestine group set up camp at Vancouver Island University. It's now the last one standing in Canada, but not for much longer. Today, the BC Supreme Court granted an injunction to the university, ordering the student camp gone within 72 hours. It's an interim injunction that will last for 150 days.
It's the most positive outcome that we could get. Clearly, the judge had felt that VIU's requests and orders were way too broad in their application, and this was as narrow of a decision that could be made without setting, new decisions and new precedents.
VIU's request for a campus-wide curfew between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m., terms for police enforcement of the injunction, and the reimbursement of court costs were all denied. The student protesters consider their efforts a win.
Really, because the broad goal of the encampment has been to get eyes on what's happening in Gaza, to get eyes and people to learn about what's happening in Palestine, we really do view the outcome so far as positive.
An Israeli group is also heralding the court decision.
So we are very pleased to see that the courts here in British Columbia have granted an injunction. The encampments created a hateful environment for students and made many feel unsafe and unwelcome in their campus communities.
The BC Civil Liberties Association, which acted as an intervener, is disappointed with the outcome.
I hoped that the court was going to take this opportunity to move the dial on the law in this area, because we think there should be a balancing when you have an injunction that has the impact of stifling freedom of expression and freedom of assembly. We think there's a really critical analysis that needs to happen there. But in many ways, this decision upholds the status quo.
At McGill University, police intervened in June when the Students for Palestine group occupied buildings. At UVic, students packed up and left on their own after the university issued a trespass notice. Might you move to another part of campus?
We really can't speak to that. We will be having meetings with our students, with our group, to decide what the outcome for our group, for the safety of the group.
The students say they understand the deadline to leave is 9:30 Sunday morning.